Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now this is going to be another Blu Ray and DVD pickups video because I want to show you some titles what I've bought over the last couple of weeks. So there's the DVDs, just a couple of DVDs, and these are all the Blu-rays, guys. So there you go. And I've got one non-horror movie at the end, which I'd like to show you, because it's one of my all-time favourite musicals, yeah. Alright then guys, without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so the first DVD I would like to show you is a movie that stars the girl that was in Saw, I think it was Saw 5, Julie Benz. It also stars Bruce McGill. This is more of a, it looks to be more of a thrill than a horror, but I saw it on eBay and read the blurb. I thought to myself, that sounds interesting, so I'll treat myself to that. It's a movie called Held Hostage. Striking cover there, guys, of Julie Benz. Yeah. And there's the back there, guys. Yeah, I'll just read you the blurb just to give you some idea of the movie. November 2000. I can't read you it, guys, because this is actually in German, this edition. But yeah, it's it looks to be a good thriller. Yeah, so there you go. That, as I say, starring the girl from Saw 5, Julie Benz. So that's the first one, and that is called Held Hostage. There's actually some English writing here. It's a mini synopsis, if you like. How far would you go to save your daughter? So there you go, guys. That's the first one I'd like to show you, and that is Held Hostage. Love that cover. Next up is another DVD. Oh, this is actually going into horror territory now. I watched this one the other night, and I didn't like it at all, guys. I was very, very disappointed with it. That's a movie called House of Bodies. Awful, awful, boring movie. Sent me to sleep, yeah. But another example there of where the cover, you know, the stories doesn't always live up to the aesthetics of the cover. So that is House of Bodies. Awful, awful movie. Where's the bin? Next up is, now I got this in HMV last Saturday when I was out shopping in Liverpool City Centre. This is based on a true story by an actual serial killer called Willie Picton in Canada. And he's supposed to have killed around about 49 women. Yeah, it's called A Pig Killer. The good, these true stories, very, very interesting in that. I know sometimes it's sort of like they're loosely based on true stories, but this promises to be a real good watch, yeah. 2 hours long as well. So there you go, guys. Based on a true story. That is a movie called The Pig Killer. Next up is now this is a movie by a director whose first movie I really enjoyed, about the poltergeist, the Ashworth poltergeist. The Ashworth haunting, to be precise. I've actually done a full review of that. So when I learned he'd done another similar haunted house movie, I thought to myself, I've got to pick that one up. And that's a movie called House of Afflictions. So there you go, guys. House of Afflictions, yeah. I'll just read you the brief synopsis at the back. Kate Beckley was once a best-selling crime author, but it's been years since her last novel following the disappearance of her daughter, Julia. Now, while attempting to write again in a new home, Kate finds herself haunted by strange visions and paranormal occurrences. Has Julia returned, or is something more sinister preying on this grieving mother? So there you go, guys. That's a movie called The House of Afflictions. And if this proves to be as good as the Ashworth haunting was, I'm in for a treat. Next up is, now this is a modern remake of a movie that I watched a couple of weeks ago. I didn't like the original at all. It was very, very boring. It starred the girl who, well, actually starred the woman who was in Mommy, the two Mommy films, like she's grown up like in them, obviously. But when she was a little girl, she made a movie called A Bad Seed, based on a stage play. I didn't like it, so I'm hoping for better things from the remake of The Bad Seed. So there you go, guys. That looks to be the main female protagonist, the main villain. Yeah, so this is a remake of, let's say, the 1950s, The Bad Seed. So fingers crossed this will prove to be better than the 1950s, you know, original, which was all talk, 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 talk. Let's hope this is much better. Next up is, now this is one I've got to watch, yeah. This is supposed to be like a blend of Reanimator and Frankenstein. The Innocent Must Die, and that's a movie called House of Death. So there you go, guys, House of Death, yeah. So anything involving Reanimator and Frankenstein, I'm right there. So looking forward to checking this one out. That is House of Death. Okay, guys, on to Blu-rays now. Now this, excuse me, this is another movie that I picked up while out shopping in Liverpool last Saturday in HMV. This is based on a true story, again, like the other one, The Pig Killer. Now this is a movie called Anatomy of a Fall. So, great rave reviews there, guys. Yeah, there you go. Anatomy of a Fall. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Yeah, looks to be more of a thriller than a horror. Yeah, so there you go. That is Anatomy of a Fall. Next up is, and I was really disappointed with this because such a shame because it's got a beautiful, beautiful slipcover from Seven Movies from the 1970s. It's kind of a nod to the old Universal monster bashes, and that's a movie called Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein. Oh, I was really disappointed with this, guys. It was a real washout from start to finish. Nowhere near as good as the Universal monster movies. There you go. There's the inside artwork, guys. But yeah, it was awful, guys. It really was, yeah. Extremely disappointing, yeah. But as I say, it's always a pain. Like when you get, you get a movie, you get a lovely slipcover, beautiful aesthetics, and the movie proves to be crap. And this was certainly crap. So there you go, guys. That is Dracula, Prisoner of Frankenstein. Next up is, now this is a movie I've only seen once, and I saw it years ago. Beautiful edition by Indicator, and that's a movie called Patrick. So there you go, guys. All about a young man, hospitalised in a coma, and he from what I can remember, he could control things with his mind, things happening far away, and that. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I believe they've made a sequel as well called Patrick Lives Again. So I'll definitely have to check that one out. Yeah. So yeah, beautiful edition by Indicator. Just look at all those special features, guys. Yeah, and I'll just show you the interior. You've got a nice booklet there, guys, all about the movie. All about Patrick, and there you go. It's media book, and they are inside, guys. There's the disc, promo poster. So that is a movie called Patrick. I think this is from 1978. Yeah, from 1978. So as I say, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So that is from Indicator, and lovely, as I say, lovely presentation, and that is called Patrick. Next up is now I've got two spoof Dracula movies here, guys. One stars Leslie Nielsen. I've always wanted to see this movie, only seen trailers of it, and that's a movie called Dracula Dracula Dead and Loving It. So this looks to be a lot of fun. Leslie Nielsen playing Dracula, yeah, kind of a young Frankenstein kind of style, so yeah, Leslie Nielsen playing Count Dracula. So I say I'm looking forward to checking this one out. That's the first Dracula spoof. And the next Dracula spoof, this is from Amazon Germany. This is a movie that released, I think it was around about 1979, starring the great George Hamilton, and that is called Love at First Bite. And again, George Hamilton plays Count Dracula, yeah, spoof. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out, guys. Yeah, there's the inside, guys. Yeah, George Hamilton playing Count Dracula. Yeah, great actor George Hamilton. So there you go, guys. Love at First Bite. Right, next up are two cracking movies here, guys. A high rewatchability factor, let me tell you. Go back to these movies again and again and again because I just love them so much. Beautiful additions, guys. So we've got The Witchfinder General by 88 Films. Oh yeah, such a high rewatchability factor, guys. No question at all. Never get bored with this movies at all. There you go. Beautiful addition. One of Vincent Price's most evil, wicked roles. Yeah, the merciless Matthew Hopkins, who persecuted innocent people just because they were, they suspected they were witches and that. Oh, this is a brutal movie, this, guys. Yeah, beautiful addition by 88 Films, and there's the reversible artwork, guys. I love this movie. Also known as The Conqueror Worm, I think, in the States. Great performances by all of them. Ian Ogilvy plays the hero and that, and Vincent Price, as I say, plays the merciless, cold-hearted Matthew Hopkins, who actually existed years ago. The Witchfinder General. Beautiful edition, guys, yeah. So that's the first beautiful 88 Films release. And the second one, again, with a high rewatchability factor, and that is The Blood on Satan's Claw. Fantastic little horror folk movie from, I think it was 1971 by Tygon. Oh, it's fantastic. This Linda Hayden is really on the money in this movie. Guys playing the evil witchy character that she does, but a beautiful lady, but by God, she's evil in this, guys. Yeah, always love Linda Hayden. Again, fantastic, packed with a wealth of special features, guys. And I'll just show you the inside, guys. Blood on Satan's Claw. Yeah, never get tired of watching this movie. And there you go, guys. Nice little booklet with it as well. So, yeah, looking forward to checking these beauties out, yeah. Witchfinder General and you know, Blood on Satan's Claw. As I say, both very, very high rewatchability factors, guys. I never get tired of watching these. They are absolute classics. There you go. Right, the next one up. Now, this is more, again, this is more a kind of a psychological thriller, more than a horror. But I've seen this movie a few times. I know the twist, but I wanted this edition of my collection. It stars Richard Gere and Laura Linney, and that's a movie called Primal Fear. It's mostly a courtroom drama. Oh, but guys, does this pack a powerful twist at the end. I won't reveal what that twist is. You'll have to see the movie yourself. You know, Laura Linney there, yeah. Lovely, lovely looking girl, yeah. Great actress as well. And Richard Gere, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is a Primal Fear. Next up, now this is based on this is another one, guys. It's based on a true story. It occurred in a fast food restaurants in America, and it's supposed to be a very dark, bleak movie inspired by true events, and that is a movie called Compliance. I'll just read you the blurb at the back, guys, just to give an idea of the movie. The cast here is so terrific, a very disturbing and haunting movie. Inspired by true events, Compliance tells the chilling story of just how far one might go to obey a figure of authority. On a particularly busy day at a suburban Ohio fast food joint, highly strung manager Sandra receives a phone call from a police officer saying that an employee, a pretty young blonde named Becky, has stolen money from a customer. Convinced she's only doing what's right, Sandra commences the investigation, following step-by-step instructions from the officer at the other end of the line. No matter how invasive they become, this looks to be a great watch. This, guys, I love me true stories, yeah. Compliance, yeah, from 2013. There you go, guys. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. I might actually do a review of this when I've watched it. So there you go, guys. That is Compliance. Next up is now this. I love these kind of movies where you get like you know, a group of holiday makers like going to a foreign country, and you know, something happens to them and that, you know, be as horrific or that, you know, whatever and that. And I saw the trailer of this and read about it online. I thought to myself, I'll give this a shot. That's a movie called Paradise Lost, about this group of people, you know, they go abroad and that, you know, on a holiday, and it takes a very, very dark path because you know, from what I can gather, they get drugged and that, you know, they get in with this group of people. He seems to be friendly on the outside, but very, very sinister, and he end up stranded in the country, and it goes darker and darker and darker. So I'm looking forward to watching this. I love these kind of movies, guys, you know, where they sort of like go abroad and that, and something happens and that, you know, they encounter horrific people or horrific events and that. So there you go, guys. That is a movie called Paradise Lost. Next up is, now I already had this movie on the 88 Films Blu-ray, but when I seen this beautiful edition out come out recently, I thought to myself, I've got to get that. It's a kind of a giallo movie, and that is a movie called The Blade in the Dark. Lovely slipcover, guys. Just look at that. Blade in the Dark. About this musician. He's putting this score together for a horror movie, and he rents this house out where this girl disappeared years ago, and strange things start happening, that murders and that, you know. And it as you guessed right to the end, guys, yeah, it's a great movie, Blade in the Dark. You get the Blu-ray, you get this, the original poster, guys. You get the Blu-ray and the 4K with this. So great booklet, guys, as well. I have to show you the booklets. Lovely booklets, which the other one didn't have, unfortunately. Yeah, all about the movie, guys. Yeah, great movie. That's the main protagonist's girlfriend. Some really brutal kills in this, guys, let me tell you. Yeah, yeah, lovely booklet there, guys. So, yeah, fantastic movie. There you go. Yeah, if you like your giallo horror movies, I think you might derive a lot of enjoyments from A Blade in the Dark. Beautiful edition, as I say, and that lovely slipcover. Yeah, and packed with a wealth of special features, guys. If you want to freeze your cameras and take those special features in. So yeah, so there you go, guys. That is A Blade in the Dark from 1983. Next up is it now. I believe I did say in the previous video that I was filling all the gaps in my George A. Romero zombie collection. Some of these movies are granted a little bit of hit and miss. My favourite is the first one, The Night of the Living Dead. But I thought I'd get this one as well, and that is Land of the Dead. So there you go, guys, Land of the Dead. So packed again, a wealth of special features. So it's got the reversible artwork as well, guys. I've got the 2 discs. So there you go, guys. There's the reversible artwork. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. So there you go, guys. That is Land of the Dead. Right, next one up is this is another 4K actually. I saw this, I watched this actually on the normal Arrow Blu-ray the other night, and when I saw that they released the 4K of it, and the picture quality is really, you know, sort of like elevated to a good scale, I thought I'd pick up the 4K. This has got the slipcover as well, and that's a movie called Dark Water, Asian horror movie. Really enjoyed it the other night when I watched it, but as I say, when I saw this edition, I thought I'd pick the 4K up and that, you know, it's just got the booklet with it as well, guys. All about the movie. Great little ghost story about this mother and a little girl moves into this apartment and that, and experiences mysterious dripping water, running water. And there's also like it's a little bit like Don't Look Now, because like there's a female ghost in it as well that haunts a little girl and that. But it's got a great twist as well, guys, and again packed with a wealth of features. So if you like your Asian horror, you haven't seen this one, I highly recommend it. Dark Water on 4K. Next up is now, I have to say my mum hates this movie. She can't stand the little girl shouting all the time, and I must admit it does grace on my nerves as well. But I can accept that because you got to take the rough with the smooth sometimes with these movies. I like the story. Anthony Hopkins is in it, written based on a novel by Frank de Felice. That is Audrey Rose. If you thought the little boy in The House by the Cemetery was bad, you want to hear the little girl in this, guys. Oh my God, she never stops shouting. But as I say, I can live with that because I like the story. Yeah, I'll show you the inside, guys, as well. It's got a great booklet there, guys. Cross between Carrie and The Exorcist, you know, and it's got the reversible artwork as well. I've actually sent off for the novel, and he'd actually done a sequel as well. Audrey Rose, yeah. So I've sent off for the sequel as well. There's the reversible artwork, guys. Great little supernatural story. If you like your movies about reincarnation, I think you will derive a lot of pleasure from Audrey Rose. Granted, it does slow down a little, you know, in some parts it goes a bit slow, but then it revs up the tension again and that, you know. I won't say too much about it, guys, in case you haven't seen it. But I say, if you like your reincarnation movies, you might like to check out Audrey Rose. This is from 1977. Great performance by Anthony Hopkins, by the way. Okay then, guys, that's all my horror and thriller DVDs and Blu-rays I've got over the last couple of weeks. Now, I've got a little treasure here. It's nothing to do with horror or thriller. This is actually this is a movie that was made by my favourite band in the 70s alongside ABBA. It stars Alan Lake as well. And it was made by Slade, and it's a movie called Slade and Flame. I've always wanted this movie, guys, in my collection. I've only seen it once. I really enjoyed it. Now, if you're a fan of Slade and you know as much about them as I do, you'll know that a lot of the Slade fans, they were quite shocked actually, because it was all about when Slade made this movie, because it evokes a very, very, very dark impression of the rock business, which a lot of it goes on, you know, these unscrupulous managers and that, and using stars and that for their own ends and that, their own greedy ends. You see it all in this movie, and all four members of Slade are great in this, guys. They really are, you know. But granted, like, if you're expecting a fun, happy-go-lucky Slade, as was always portrayed on Top of the Pops, you're going to be disappointed in this movie, guys. But I'll just show you. I loved it. I thought it was really good. Quite dark movie. So there, it's like a media book, really. So there you go, guys. Slade and Flame. Some great tracks on this, guys, as well. Far, Far Away, and Monkeys Can't Swing and that, you know. And it's always a scene that always tickles me where Noddy and his mates are playing at a club, and one of the girls brings a pair. She brings a pair of knickers onto the stage, and it lands on Noddy's guitar and that, you know. Always tickles me that part and that. So there you go, guys. There's the inside, and there's the two discs, guys. Slade and Flame. Yeah, if you like movies like That'll Be the Day, starring David Essex, movies like that, I think you might enjoy Slade and Flame. But be warned, like, it's got some, the best rock movie of all time. Yeah, got a couple of special features there, guys, if you want to freeze your cameras and take those in. Yeah, but as I say, don't expect a happy-go-lucky Slade in this one. You know, very, very, very dark movie, and I believe there's one or two members of the band that actually a bit you know, about making this kind of movie. But yeah, it's great. It's a very enjoyable watch. It really is, yeah. I'll just read you a bit of the back, guys. I won't read it all. When Slade embarked upon their one and only movie in 1974, fans and critics alike were expecting something akin to a glam rock update of the Beatles' A Hard Day's Night. released a decade earlier. After all, in the dark days of a Britain beset by strikes, power cuts, I remember them well, those bloody power cuts, and a collective musical identity crisis, Slade were the ultimate good time band, irreverent, loud and armed with a terrific set of sing-along stompers. However, expectations were confounded upon the release of the film. Gritty realism, exposing the mythology of band life in the late 60s, was the order of the day, and Slade in Flame was all the better for it. Over 30 years on, it is a universally lauded as one of the finest rock pop movies ever made. I'd certainly second that, yeah. Comes with the CD as well, guys, with all the songs on, yeah. Very, very great movie. One of the best rock movies ever made, Slade in Flame. My favourite song is I'm Far, Far Away. I love that movie. It was a big hit in the autumn of 1974. And as I say, all 4 members of Slade are fantastic in this, playing this fictitious rock band from the 60s and that, and all the things, all the characters, you know, the nasty, unscrupulous managers who they encounter and that. Oh, it's great, guys. I won't say any more about it. If you like your rock, you know, if you like your movies with, you know, a good rock and roll story and that, you know, as I say, movies in the vein of That'll Be the Day, you know, movies like that, I think you will enjoy Slade in Flame. And that's it, guys. That winds up my pickups video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you got any of these movies? Let me know in the comments down below. Have you got any particular favourites and that? Yeah, discuss, yeah. But yeah, I'm really made up with them and that, especially those true stories. I'm really looking forward to checking those out, yeah. Okay then, guys, that's it. I'm going to love yous and leave yous all now. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a nice weekend. And I always say this, if you're going to be doing some Blu Ray and DVD hunting over the weekend, I hope you manage to pick up some bargains. All right then, guys, that's it. See you soon. Bye for now.